Hey everybody, welcome to a night of Vaesen RPG. And it's been such a long time. I had got a new PC and there was problems with it, and got a replacement PC, and this whole process took about a month. So in the meantime, I just took a break, whatever. And it's still got a lot of bugs. This PC is way better, but still got to set everything up. Like, I had to make sure the video and the audio were in sync, and getting a connection with a Foundry and all that. But this is the first RPG stream with a new PC, and hopefully works out, and we don't have a failed video or something like that. Yeah, so with that month-long break, there's going to be lots and lots RPGs coming out, because we got The Walking Dead coming out. It's supposed to be a few weeks ago, but they keep putting it back, but it's coming. Maybe another week or two, you'll see The Walking Dead released. And then we got the new Alien RPG book. Should be a nice thick one, like the Marine manual. Should have a bunch of, I think it has like 6 or 7 missions that connect in like a big story, like the Colonial Marine one. So that's about colonists and exploration. So that should be pretty good, actually. I can't wait to get into that. And yeah, we also got Vaesen, which we love. And I notice everybody calls it Vaesen. And like when I watch other people do it in that, it's Vaesen, but I call it Vaesen. I don't know which way is correct, but it doesn't really matter. I like Vaesen. Well, it says V-A-E. Is that?
It's also... it's Scandinavian, so
yeah,
it
so
could be that.
Yeah.
It's very likely to be actually Vaesen, but
Or it's,
my knowledge of Scandinavian languages is minimal.
yeah, probably I'm wrong, but oh well. But yeah, so our first Vaesen mystery, we did the one in the rule book, but this is gonna be like campaign, so the story keeps going. So they finished the one in the rule book at the Witch Cat Inn, where they had to encounter a Vaesen, a revenant, and they put the revenant to rest. And now they come back to the mansion, and it's been a few months, and they're all healed and getting the mansion all back in order. And then we're about to start our second mystery. And this mystery it's like a one-shot, but I think we're gonna need 2 sessions, because we're starting a little late tonight. So in this one, I don't think you'll see it done before, this particular scenario, at least for Vaesen anyways. So since it's been such a long time, let's introduce our characters again. And this time we're going to start with Coyote.
All right.
Oh wow.
This might be the first time I've been in the hot seat.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Let's get out of the way. Yeah, I'll be playing Father Ulrich. Kind of an older man of the cloth. He got his sight through an encounter with some villagers, basically trying to sacrifice him to a Vaesen, but the Vaesen spared him. And ever since then he has had the sight and now is part of the society.
Okay. Next we got Mike.
All right. I am playing Jorgen Mathiasen, your friendly neighborhood speaker in third person and a cultist. He's a bit of a wild card. He is a bit of a con artist, but with the best of intentions. He's, I think a wild card's the best. A man that uses socks as bookmarks, but there's really no end to that sentence. I think that just uses socks as bookmarks as explanation
and
enough.
snacks on flowers.
Oh, and snacks on flowers. Big palette on the floral. But yeah, so we'll be having fun with that tonight.
Okay.
More artist than con.
Yes. Thank you.
And then Epsilon.
My Discord just shat the bed. Pardon the weird confusion on my face. Heck. Hi, I'm Epsilon. My Discord works now. And I'm playing the strangely cagey Petra Nygaard, the hunter who is armed and dangerous and yet still managed to get beaten down by a horde of NPCs last game. So I guess, I don't know if that's just a product of her luck or her really needing just like some high explosives or something. I don't know. But
I mean, to be fair, she was swarmed. She did pretty well for herself.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I listened to that clip earlier today, and I was like, he was rolling so many dice and only hit you like 2 times.
Dice.
So many dice.
fair. I wish I had a flamethrower. Anyway.
Don't we all?
I wish this was Alien and I could have a flamethrower, but I can't. But yeah, she's very stern, very pragmatic, very much if there's a problem that can be solved by like beating it into submission, she's your girl.
Okay. And finally, we have Athena.
Hello, yeah, I will be playing the illustrious Lisbeth Ellingbow. She is a doctor, primarily by trade, but spent a lot of time in a nunnery, surrounded by dead bodies. So, yeah, and now she's here. Wholesome, right? Began to see the Vaesen as a very young child when she was possessed by one for a while. And ever since then has been just kind of a little bit off. Just strange vibes to everybody around. Isn't super expressive, isn't super outwardly emotional by any means. And yeah, that's her. That's the deal. So in charge of keeping these yahoos alive, I guess. Big job, tall order.
I'm offended.
Okay.
Jorgen is Yahoo.
No.
And with that, let's begin. After a few months have passed, the winter's starting to roll in. You all sit beside the fire in warm comfort when you hear the doorbell.
We have someone for that, right?
Yeah. You know, your butler will
First.
answer it.
Mm-hmm.
Jorgen licks his finger and turns the page of some random tome that he's reading with both his feet on the coffee table. It's very loud.
Was anyone expecting anybody tonight? Any visitors?
believe
Any
so.
books?
That's gonna be a solid no for me.
Jorgen was not expecting anyone.
Alright. I think Elizabeth will just kind of step into the hallway, and then just to kind of peek her head and see kind of who Frisk is talking to, or kind of catch a snippet of the conversation if she can.
Well, just as you walk in there, the door closes. And Mr. Frisk turns around with a letter. I have a letter for you all. Says to the society. Hands it to you.
Thank you, Mr. Frisk. We appreciate it. And Spit will step back into the library, and just sort of hold up the letter and be like, well, everyone, I think, recalls what happened the last time we got a letter at this time of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Any takers? Who wants to open it?
I'll go get my gun.
I'll open it.
Jorgen pulls off his sock and places it in his book and shuts it so he can pay attention.
And
It really brings a new meaning to the phrase, put a sock in it.
Ah? Jorgen puts socks in everything.
now it should be in your journal.
Ah.
Invitation to Moondale.
Moondale. Alright. So Father Elric opens the letter and gets out his reading glasses. Kind of pulls away. To whom it may concern, this is Captain Alec Rapsjon of the Swedish militia. My crew and I are out on patrol in the mountains, looking for reports of unusual creatures. We found a small town called Moondale to rest and sit out the weather. During our stay here, there have been a string of unusual murders. We do not know what causes this. I was informed about the society and your investigations to the mysterious unexplained things. I am asking you to come to Moondale and help us before there are any more murders. Please get here as quick as you may. You may take the train to Osternd. After that, the roads are too snowed in for a horse. You will have to hike the path northwest, about 20 kilometers. The village will be in... that is far. The village will be in a valley over the mountain ridge. On the map, the village is called Alsen, but it is also called Moondale by the locals. Thank you, Alec.
That's so far. Oh my god.
It must have taken quite a while for this letter to arrive in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Is there any
They were
date on
asking.
it?
No, there's no day.
I might be surprised if there aren't already more murders since the time of its writing.
Yes, we should probably move with haste.
Jorgen will get his socks.
Mm-hmm.
You need a few pairs if it's going to be as cold as it sounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
get my gun.
Jorgen,
Well-
Jorgen thinks you already got your gun.
Well, I didn't want to ditch the reading of the letter.
Here I am.
So
Stevie.
I didn't
You're like
actually-
sitting there, like petting your rifle while I'm just reading over.
Nah, I'm just not that excessive.
Mhm. Yeah, we can poke around records here, see if we can find anything that might be helpful, and potentially take the first train out in the morning.
Oh yeah.
This seems like a good idea.
You guys
Okay.
looked at the map, right?
The map?
Yes, I'm on the map.
Oh, you're on the map? Okay. I'll go there.
Hello?
Yes.
Map.
Here, I'll activate it for you.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
I'm afraid to, because I'm worried about Epsilon.
Well, I think she dropped right before you activated it. I
Oh,
don't
she's
see
still
her.
there.
Oh,
Is she? I don't see her in the Discord chat anymore.
Yeah, I heard it bleep out.
Oh,
you did.
well,
There she is.
There
Hey.
she is.
Epsilon, after this, there's no more fancy maps, just pictures, okay? So you're not going to go back there. So just hopefully the picture will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the town again? Moondale, but the name on the map was it
map
Alson?
says Alson, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh,
So,
that is a train ride,
yeah.
That's for sure.
and that is far north. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Well, it sounds like it is right by a lake, so maybe we will get to relax,
Back.
go ice skating, ice fishing.
That might
I
be.
do enjoy fishing.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yes.
back.
yes.
Fucking hell. I don't
So-
know what is happening right now.
Epsilon, there's only going to be pictures from now on. So it should be easier on your system.
I
hopefully.
swear to God, it's just Discord now that's. My patience is being tried, and I cannot solve my computer problem by shooting it.
You
As
might
Petra
need more
would.
RAM.
It's literally a laptop. I'm playing this on a laptop, my guy.
Oh,
Hmm. Definitely need more RAM.
probably hard to upgrade that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're kind of having a yikes moment out here.
Well, if you live
But
close to
it's
me, I could loan
fine.
you my older computer. But you're far away.
It's a bit of a,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a travel there. Almost as
Yeah.
far as
I think
Dallas
it's more
and
than
Alson?
20 kilometers. I think the southern United States to like not the southern United States is more than 20 kilometers.
Well, it was just the last hike part of it. That's
Yeah, that's
20
from like
kilometers.
Alson, from the
It's
train,
actually-
the railroad to Alson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, sure.
The railroad part is a good chunk more than that.
Okay?
I don't know, it's still. We don't need to split hairs over distances. It's
Yeah.
a long ass way.
It will be quite a hike.
On a
We'll
train,
need
Alright.
snowshoes.
it's traveling constantly. How far is that? It's about, where's the scale on the map? About
bottom right
100
corner.
kilometers is about
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, maybe 400 kilometers to to get off the train.
Yeah.
So that maybe one day on the train.
Yeah, I was gonna say like overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Steam powered.
Okay. Well, hopefully there will be time for relaxing maybe after we deal with whatever's killing people.
Hey, you have to leave a little, relax a little, solve a murder mystery a little.
Mm-hmm.
Column A, column B.
Sure.
I have the distinct feeling this trip won't be full of relaxing.
That is in the eye of the beholder.
Now, you all get the prepping, right? You all get you get your original equipment. As long as you don't lose it, you get to keep that.
Excellent.
And you get to keep one thing that you got on your last adventure.
Like that.
Anything
Hold on to
else
that.
you don't get, you have to give it up.
Okay.
I see.
And then we roll to see what new things you get. The resources, yes.
Oh, there's that like armory kind of thing. Okay.
I just got my walking stick from last time, so I guess I'm keeping that.
Mhm.
I still have the lockpick.
Yeah.
I think I have a lamp.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
hurricane lamp.
Yeah, I have my
Yeah.
crystal ball, knife, and I have my like starting items as well.
You should use the crystal ball as a weapon.
I know that would be.
Can you use it
Knock
once?
someone out with it.
If it's like
Pretty
solid,
heavy.
It'd be really heavy. I assume it's probably like really tiny, actually, like because it's like a mobile. But
Mhm.
yeah, right. Like that would like the like seance-y Madame Fortuna ones would be like that would hurt.
I mean, even then, it would be like a baseball. You yeet that
Yeah,
at someone, it hurts.
And then you got to replace it.
Oh, not if you do it right.
Unexpected. Jorgen is unlikely to do it right. Jorgen does not have the best of aim.
I believe in Jorgen
Jorgen
And his
always
capacity.
believes in Jorgen too. That's the
and his
problem.
capacity for violence.
Mm.
Confidence is not one of his weak suits.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
think I'm gonna need anything else in particular.
Mhm.
Pardon
Well,
me.
let's see what we can do.
Besides my starting stuff, I only have a knife, I think, from last time. So.
Excellent.
Mhm.
All right.
So each of you roll resources.
Sure.
What does capital mean again?
That's you get that per mystery that you could spend at your leisure.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
Dang,
Well
okay.
done, father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Elizabeth and I each got one, and the father got two.
Okay, so we got 4 to spend.
Let's
Jorgen is
go
broke as fuck.
mental. We love Jorgen out. We love Jorgen.
Jorgen's a mooch. Everything he owns is just things that people have lost.
Even
Lost.
Ox.
What's that?
I feel like he's.
Oh, yeah. Jorgen does not have a matching pair of socks to save his life.
Mm-hmm.
Can he knit?
It's a great question. I feel like Jorgen knows like half the amount of knitting you would require to do something correctly, which means he would start it and then stop it right immediately. So it would be like just a loose jumble of yarn.
If I'm reading this modifier from resources table right, I think Father Ulrich, are your resources like? Is it a 5?
Yeah.
Okay, mine's a 4. I think we're each supposed to get like a +1 bonus to our resources roll. Let me send it a little.
Oh.
Yeah, because it says like modifier from resources, and it has like your little resource level, and it says like bonus, and then it says capital.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me send
So
it in our-
I would get
I don't know about
3
you.
then, right? I don't think that's a bonus. Like it's not an extra dice. I think it just means like
Is it
whatever
just
you
something
roll,
else?
you get 1 like success. I think.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to parse that out. Okay.
Bonus is for when you're trying to manipulate a shopkeeper.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It doesn't apply to this. You roll as many dice as your resource value, like 1 to 6 or whatever it is. Like
Oh,
when-
yes. Okay, I see where it says. It says you make a opposed manipulation and add a bonus based on your living standard, and then it directs you to the table. Okay.
Okay.
Apologies. I was confused.
Yeah,
But that
me
does
too.
also show our capital in that table.
Yeah, so you can also use capital to buy equipment. You could also save it, like if you encounter a store somewhere else and use your capital there.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, with all your successes, you can buy whatever you want, an equipment list.
Mm-hmm.
You guys take your time, talk. I'm getting some off sync voice video, but I'm trying to compensate. So just keep talking.
Does anyone have the page for the equipment list in the rule book?
Absolutely. It
I'm looking.
begins on page 75.
Ooh, okay. Thank you.
Or rather 74, and then goes through like 77.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it didn't the like chapter breakdown on the PDF I have wasn't super helpful for equipment, unfortunately. I know,
I do
right?
think it's a little weird. It's under like
There it
conflict and injuries.
Oh
and then,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it took me a minute to find it.
Control
how are we
F
for
is your
medical
best friend.
equipment?
Oh, I'm on top of typically, but for some reason I couldn't come across this bad boy. But that's all right. All right. So we
I say
have-
that, and then I had trouble finding talents.
Well, yeah.
I
Well-
do have medical equipment from my starting stuff. So
Right. And so we're going. Sorry. I mean, Jorgen had the frog in his throat. He will talk in character. All right. So we are going deep into the wilderness to get here. Yes. We should probably get something to help us with that hike.
yes, I was looking at. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
How
we do have a
long?
map, so that is good.
Yes, we do.
Hunting trap and hunting equipment might be.
I have one or
helpful.
both of those. I have one of
Alright.
those things
This is
already.
good.
Being me.
Maybe it's just an
I
RP
was-
thing, but we should be getting like skis or snowshoes or something.
Snowshoes, certainly.
I have
Yeah.
hunting equipment.
Oh,
I should have a
Okay.
hunting trap, though. That could be fun.
Mhm.
If we're hiking, we might want to grab either some provisions, just in case
Mhm.
something goes wrong,
Yeah.
or B, possibly a compass, so that we don't get lost.
Yes, it is a
Yes
good
to both
idea.
those.
I
Okay.
think that would
The
be
compass map combo.
Yes, that would be 3 of our 4, just so we knew.
And that's also not including capital. That's just from our successes.
Oh, right. So
Yeah.
capital.
So,
Okay, you can spend additionally, right? That's like bonus currency.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. Jordan
I
has
think we only
no
have
capital.
one capital between us.
Oh,
all.
okay.
I think it was
Um,
just the father that had like one.
I've got 3.
I have 2.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know how many I have. Let me see. I thought I didn't have any, but I could be wrong again.
Do not have any.
You're,
What
you're at 3 resources, so I think you have 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct. And I used it. I used one last time.
Oh,
To get
that's like
things.
the automatic free something.
Yeah.
Does that not
So-
regenerate for each one of these resource rolls?
I don't know.
It's. I believe it does. I believe that's per like adventure.
Oh,
Yeah.
it makes
Huh.
For
like
mystery.
there is your like automatic at least one resource.
Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not a bad idea to have a rope.
Yeah.
Probably a fair point. Alright,
And we
so
should
that-
probably have liquor.
I have some already.
Oh, we are now best friends.
That does not mean that I'm letting Jurgen near it.
I can't
Yay,
that's all it
yay,
takes
yay.
to be friends with you, Jorgen? God, you gotta get better standards, my dude.
Well,
It's a
Jorgen
cute-
friends until the end of the battle. I love that there's a portable laboratory. That's great.
I'm a big fan.
Big fan. All right.
Do we need any defensive items or offensive items?
That's a question.
I
All right.
I think
There were
after last
murders.
time that wouldn't be bad.
This is
Somebody want
true.
some weaponry?
We are going into a place with murders occurring.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a ranged weapon. I'm all right with those.
You would like a cannon.
Cannon? Yeah.
Cannon sounds so
Can you just buy a ballista?
The Jurgen and the father just like high five.
Yeah. Cannon.
No, not a cannon, a ballista.
Oh, but a
I
I was
cannon
actually
is
thinking more like a
stupid.
trebuchet.
Yeah, something that doesn't make quite as much noise because I think we're trying to be like maybe stealthy sometimes.
I like the world where a trebuchet doesn't make much noise compared to a
Right.
cannon.
Well,
I like this world.
a fucking cannon is a fucking explosion. I don't
Oh, I
think
know.
trebuchets involve explosions. I think one is clearly noisier than the other.
I mean, maybe at first. But then you
Get
do-
in the comments. Get in the comments. Is a trebuchet quieter
I don't-
than a cannon?
When the giant hunks of rock land, pretty loud, right?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not saying that's not loud. I'm saying
know,
the firing
I know.
process.
Well, obviously,
Either way,
cannon,
get in the
yeah.
comments.
Cannon.
All right, so with the rope, simple provisions, and compass, we've spent 4 of our rolled resources.
4?
Yes,
Okay.
we do have in capital 6.
Oh, that's
if
great.
you would like to spend those, I mean, if possible, I think we should maybe like hold 1-ish because considering like if we want like a little hotel or something.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm. Oh yeah,
I
we're
don't know
gonna
if
need
there's an
someplace to
inn.
stay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there is
Yeah.
an inn in a town that
How
remote.
much-
I'm assuming we can,
It says how
Find
much
somewhere
Or a
to sleep.
rando. A
shelter
rando that's nice
or
enough.
a hostel is 1.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine this
Uh.
place has an upscale, so we'll probably be fine with 1.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, depending on, if the army is camped there, they might let us since they're a little
Yeah.
That's true.
they're captainaged
Although-
out.
Mhm.
I'm tempted to spend 1 or 2 of my capital on either a bow or a longbow.
Ooh.
Have fun. Petrol help you with using it. I don't know how much weaponry experience you have.
Considering I'm precision based and that's what ranged combat is, enough.
Decent.
Decent.
Yeah, just take your time. No worries. I'll just cut out all this lag out of the YouTube video. So
Cool.
Fair enough.
You mean the viewers at home don't want to watch us argue, like discussing or / arguing about equipment for like a
This is where
solid
the
20
good
minutes?
content
Yeah.
is.
maybe not.
We could have
This is where the
a-
good content is.
on
We
Twitch.
could have
On
Cut
a
the
Twitch, they
cannon.
don't mind. I think because
yeah.
but
Yeah.
YouTube they probably do.
Yeah. If you want the next 20 minutes to be us role playing out bartering with every place we get this stuff from, get in the Twitch chat.
Get in the chat.
Hilarious.
Get more active in the
Let
chat.
us know.
Let us. Yeah.
I'll do it too.
The best of content.
I will
We
gaslight
definitely-
the hell out of some poor shopkeeper.
What's your manipulation?
Really gaslight the chat. And I was like, Athena.
I mean, that does sound kind of fun. In regards to spending, some time harassing a shopkeeper about the quality of their bows, I could do it too.
And Nasir.
Hey, I'm sitting at my desk right now. I'm looking up, and I see an archery medal hanging there. So hold your words.
I'm talking about like, are you gonna write a strongly worded letter about the quality of their bows?
Absolutely.
A la Aya Nasir.
Mm-hmm. Of course, our favorite copper merchant from
A long fucking time ago.
Right? Long fucking time ago. Yeah. I'll go ahead and I'll spend 2 resources on a longbow. To my capital. My capital for the
So that would leave 4 capital.
that would be
left
4.
to spend?
Yes.
And-
If there's
Yeah.
something else we want, I'm
Or
happy to
3,
get
because we want to hold 1 back.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say one of them is mine. I'll hold on to it for the lot of us.
Mhm.
I think at one point, Father might carry a pistol, but
Yeah.
I don't think yet. I don't think he's got
Oh,
there
at
yet.
one point.
Right now, he's just got his
At
walking
some
stick.
point
and
in the future.
he's not
That's-
very good at shooting things.
That's fair.
Honestly, I feel like the walking stick makes you more intimidating than with a gun. Just an angry man with a stick.
Shaking at people.
Get off my property!
Get off my lawn.
Was that you, Lethal?
Yeah. That was my old man requests people to get off his lawn. Wow.
By request.
Yes. By request. I'm here all night. I would love to upgrade from my knife to an axe if we don't mind spending more capital.
Yeah.
Chop
that
down
sounds
some
good.
trees!
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that acceptable?
Give Jurgen an axe. Sounds a great idea.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna ever trustworthy with an axe.
Mhm.
Name a better
Nope,
trade
nope.
deal, I'll wait.
All right, so that leaves us with 2 spending capital if we want.
I think it's because let's see. I'm just looking at like the services that we could potentially, need, and I don't know if this small little town that's hidden away in the mountains under snow is going to have pretty much anything other than the like hotel or hostel.
Mhm. Yeah.
Food.
Simple me. Well, because we're taking the food.
We are taking
Right.
food, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How much do we have? Say we had left? 2,
2.
or was it 2?
Yeah, leaving the one to spare at least.
Yeah.
Leaving the one to spare, we have 2.
Because there is a hunting dog. I mean, it's 3, unfortunately,
Mhm.
but that
Well,
is.
there's also just a pet dog.
Oh, there is just a pet dog. Great. That's really great.
Yeah,
And a guard dog.
we could save our capital for
Ooh.
a good boy.
We should take chemical equipment. Availability 2 determines cause of death with investigation.
Ooh, wait, that's very good.
Ooh.
That feels very useful in this situation.
For
the good doctor.
Love that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Wonderful.
Hell yeah.
Let's just make that a staple. Like, just
Yeah,
always bring
that's
it up.
like a really good thing. Just
There's going to be dead people, and we're going to want to know why.
There's gonna be so many dead people. I think we're gonna.
I was gonna say, since it's like winter and all like snowy and everything, and especially since how far the
they'll be
village is
preserved.
north compared to those bodies are gonna be quite well preserved, most likely.
They will. It's a great point.
Maybe someday we'll see an adipocere. Yeah, no way.
You guys all done?
I believe so.
It feels like it.
The shopping has concluded.
Mhm.
Oh, I totally forgot that.
Yeah, the
we
shopping
have, like,
was like a session by itself.
Oh yeah, right.
Very true.
Again, we could if we wanted to, I think if we truly, really wanted to, we could spend like a half hour on
for
shopping.
sure.
Mhm.
If not more, TBH.
Yeah, it's.
Especially if Athena is allowed to harass shopkeeps.
I'll do it. I
Instead
won't
of-
in real life, but I'll take it out on.
NPC keep? Go for it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're pretty well handled. Totally forgot that you have all of the equipment from the thing that we can just drag and drop into our sheets.
Oh.
That's so fantastic.
Yeah, the compendium is so good.
It is really nice.
Mhm.
It makes Star Wars 5e like 10 times easier.
Um,
Because you don't have to like transcribe everything.
Yep. I feel like it's something.
Well, okay, so you got your gear
Mhm.
and you head out. It's cold. The big winter wind strikes your face. You bundle up your jacket as you head out to the carriage on your way to the train station. You get in a train, and there's a car all reserved for you and paid for. They invite you in, and the train starts to run.
Ooh.
And you begin
Nice.
your long daily journey, 400 kilometers.
Are we all in this one room?
Yeah, it's got one bed. Jorgen seems to find nice and comfortable.
Person has claimed it.
Jorgen!
easily.
I believe
That's
that.
so rude.
Jorgen will share.
Uh-huh. You're gonna share, meaning you're gonna starfish in the middle of the night and push someone off anyway.
No, Jorgen will not starfish. Jorgen just has rogue legs.
Rogue legs.
It's like a rogue wave in the ocean, except it's Jorgen's leg. Sometimes
What
it
are
flails
you-
out to the side.
What are you on about? Are you okay?
Jorgen will sleep now. Rolls and pulls all the covers open.
Mhm.
Yeet anybody in the vicinity.
Well, I am very glad that the mansion has enough rooms for all of us. I don't think on a regular basis this would be the most ideal situation.
This is true.
Well, you could take turns sleeping. This is
Travel
actually
wise,
the
right?
part where you try to gain your
Oh,
advantages.
that's right.
Oh, yes.
If you read about advantages, you gotta make a little story of why you should get a bonus to your dice, a +2 to a specific roll sometime in the future, but you need to make up some kind of reason why.
All right.
So you got your long journey to figure that out.
Okay.
Trying to find the part where.
It's in chapter 9 on, I think, 182 is where it talks about advantages. And then we get one, because of the map room, one character gets an extra advantage before the mystery and an old map.
Wait, sorry, what page?
182 of the physical document. I don't know what the PDF page is because my thing isn't populating correctly, but it's in chapter 9. Advantages might be another person heading towards location, information from a friend or relative at the location, character gaining a better understanding of something, chance to improve the equipment, the opportunity to train a skill, religious or philosophical experience, a childhood memory, character learning something from someone they met, an emotional change in a relationship.
Are we doing philosophy while Jurgen starfishes us out of the bed?
Jorgen is doing the starfish nail. Let's see. So let's see. Learn things by our discussing with people. Let's see.
Examples of advantages. I have trained with my rapier day and night. Something like that would, so you could say I'm practicing with my rapier on a journey. So it'll give you like a 1+2 to your combat roll with that in the future. I was blessed by an angel. I don't know.
I'd love to say I trained with my gun, but not on a train.
Yeah, you open the window and you just start shooting a game out of it. This is the 1800s, baby.
No, that checks
I
out.
feel like there's some sort of like I don't know,
Law.
like hunting. No, I was gonna say like big game hunter, like video
Challenge?
game where that is definitely something that happens. Like there's
Almost certainly.
there's got to be a level where you're on a train or like in a Humvee or something.
Yeah.
Just taking pop guns out the back.
Jorgen, mid starfish, rolls his head to the side as if he's just been struck with something, and says to Lisbeth, he goes, bringing the chemicals was a good idea for identifying the corpses, but do you think it will help if they were killed by non-mortal means?
I mean, that's certainly a good question. I think at the very least it'll help us rule out any mortal means. Plenty of Vaesen still leave evidence behind in one way or another. I mean, if it's something, you know, that's more of like a mental stress shutdown sort of thing, then maybe not. But I mean, yeah, if it's some sort of like monster, then there's certainly evidence of one kind or another from any sort of physical attack.
Yes, we should definitely be sure to be specifying the difference between like the claws of wolves and the claws of bears and other kinds of things. We'll have to take note, and like, I don't know, over the course of some amount of time, Jorgen, whether Elizabeth wants it or not, just starts like listing off different animals and the ways they can kill you, and how it probably would be a little bit different if it was a Vaesen, to give her an advantage at some point while identifying the cause of death.
Is this
Well, thank
is it
you
weird
very
if Petra jumped in on this being a hunter and like starts
This would be a
cataloging
good
all the stuff that
discussion.
Jorgen says that I don't already know, or like contributing?
No,
Like-
I love the idea of like Lisbeth being like trying to escape this conversation desperately, but Petra's like, ooh, yes, mhm." And like we're tag
Because
teaming
what
like.
I was gonna say was like, you keep saying like you said like, how do we know if like they died from like a thing that is of this world, and I'm like, a cause and a mechanism are two very different things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The cause of death could be bleeding out, but the mechanism could be like beings clawed and you're bleeding out, or a freak accident and your insides just start exploding.
Oh, that's the worst one.
That's fair. I think at this point during this conversation, Lisbeth just kind of starts like very pointedly and very passive aggressively like pulls out like all of her like knives and like scalpels and stuff from her doctor's kit, and like goes through and like makes sure they're all sharp, and like gives them a little touch up, and like, you know, all of that, give it a little polish or whatever, like sterilizes them, and then like just starts pulling out other random like grabs Jorgen's axe and like just takes a honing blade to it and just starts like aggressively like being very like physically into, and just like trying to completely shunt this conversation. Like, all right, that's you know, I've done this for long, like actively doing other things in the meantime, and then just kind of hands the axe back to Jorgen, and it's just like gleaming and like scalpel sharp, and is going to grant him a little combat bonus.
Ooh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Jorgen looks at it and he's like, ooh. Jorgen can see himself in it, and he instantly like tries to like look in the blade and like shave a little bit at the same time. He's very nice.
Do I have to?
I'm so glad you like it.
Where was the sample ones? Examples?
Oh, I can send them. Yeah.
I don't think Petra's getting an advantage out of this conversation, but she's part of it.
I am.
I'll find another way to get one.
In the channel. There you go.
Let's see what other opportunities.
I think a lot of them aren't really good examples.
They're kind of shite, yeah.
A lot of them are very much more like downtime role play, or like, I don't know, more
Backstory adjacent.
Backstory adjacent kind of stuff.
Well, I think as Lisbeth has shunned Jorgen, and by default, I think Petra from the conversation, as she's very much over identifying it, because Petra was providing her own content about the animals. I think Jorgen kind of turns to her and starts talking about hunting. And the differences in hunting Vaesen and hunting like wild game, and like what tracks to look for and whatnot.
Oh, this is
and
all right in Petra's wheelhouse.
right,
She is
and Jorgen's
invested.
mostly making it up, with the occasional like insight of like, oh wait, that actually makes sense. And then
Yeah,
he's asking questions a lot.
Yeah, I think Petra's invested in this conversation, but then realizes Jorgen doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, so she'll like correct him here and there.
Yeah,
And like when he says something actually insightful, like, huh.
Yeah, so I think you having to, or Petra having to educate Jorgen has caused her to refresh her own knowledge and gives her like a bonus when it comes to, or an advantage when it comes to tracking or hunting or whatever a quarry at some point during this adventure.
Or like identifying a quarry by the tracks.
Oh, right, yeah. Hunting-esque, hunting adjacent skill.
Yeah, like following the prints, looking at that and going, that's a dog, that's a murder dog.
Oh,
That's
never
what
want
a
murder
wolf
dog.
is. A wolf is a murder dog. A dog is just doggo.
Makes sense, makes sense. Is there like a quantifiable amount we're allowed to do in this? I can't remember.
You can gain one advantage.
Okay.
I think you didn't you pick? No, you didn't pick.
Well, we have the map room, which gives one player an additional advantage.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so,
the advantage is the old map.
Is the
Yeah.
map? Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like highly situational.
Yeah, advantage
Yeah.
is basically a +2 on a skill roll. So
Yeah. Does the
Maybe-
father?
So we'll use the
maybe-
map if like we get lost.
yeah, maybe think what kind of skill
Yeah.
you want
And
an
it can't
advantage
be-
on in the future, and try to think of a story of how you're gonna get that. You know,
And it can't
think
be the
Petra's
same
like
one that we used
hunting.
last time.
like father
Ooh,
could pray,
good
for
to know.
example, for power of wisdom or
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
yeah, father's the only one left.
Yes, I think Father Ulrich goes to Petra and says, I keep replaying over in my mind when you were in the inn, and there's nothing I could do. I just standing there in the doorway. I do never want to be in that position again where I can't help those who need. There will be times when my words will not be enough. So I need to be ready for that. And he just like starts like doing like calisthenics right in the train car.
Does she have to teach him
Yeah,
fucking
He's
calisthenics?
got like his
What a
arms straight. His arms are straight out. He's doing squats.
I love this
Petra's
image
like-
so much.
He starts doing like high
Stand in a full-on
knees.
castic.
So he's gonna something physical. He's gonna give him an advantage on a physical.
Cue the Rocky
Roll.
montage.
Yeah.
Yeah, genuinely.
You know I don't. You know
That's-
I don't
yeah.
hold
He's
that
creaking,
against
his
you,
body's
right,
creaking and
Father?
cracking.
that's unusual. Physical.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Sometimes.
Get
it.
physical.
Your travel
Physical.
montage and your training montage can be the same thing.
I like the idea too.
Double up.
The montage music is some like pop hit, but it's been like churchified.
Yeah.
Let's get
Oh, it's like sung by a
physical.
choir.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
organ music in the background.
Yes. Oh my god. I want. No, you remember
The
when like bar
chamber music
was
version
running
of
around?
Eye of the Tiger.
Yes.
Yes. Do you
Yes,
remember
I
when like Bardcore was running around a while back and like it was like all
God.
like normal songs, but they were played with like medieval sounding instruments?
Yo.
That, but like with church organs and grand pianos and
Yeah.
choir boys.
harp.
I'm here for that.
Yes,
A harp.
a
I forgot about harps.
Oh, yeah.
And harpsichord.
A full,
Oh,
full bell choir. So like the hand bells.
Yeah, the
full range.
I
Yeah.
Oh.
love handbells.
An electric harp with distortion.
ooh.
Ooh, okay. Just a
What
little
are
bit
you,
of
my
pizzazz
mega
in
church?
there.
So
I like this
Yeah.
idea.
Father's
Setting the
getting
scene.
pumped up.
so you all
Mhm.
got your advantages, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We are all
And
advantaged.
Petra wants to remind the father that she does not hold it against him that like he had to leave her there. Like, if I couldn't take it, then I would be mad. I hope I don't look mad to you.
No, it's more of he expressed like that feeling of helplessness that he had is what it's not sitting well with him.
Yes.
He's
Petra is not
feeling a little-
emotionally intelligent.
He's feeling a little old. He's definitely the oldest in the group. He's feeling it.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
gotta
totally get
up
it.
my game.
He's like, I can't just like let somebody like be left behind or whatever, or be helpless again. It's like, bitch, I have a gun. I'm okay. I am strong. If I couldn't take it, then I would be dead and y'all would be fucked. But we're here.
We could at some point look into having a gymnasium built onto the manor. If that would be something people
That's
would be
not a
interested
terrible idea.
in.
We see something.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yes,
we see
I think this
something.
would be very good for me.
Mhm.
For all of us.
A Vaesen workout montage.
Mhm.
A lot of headbands.
Yes.
Jorgen spends the remaining trip pocketing any kind of non-bolted down item, from soap to pens to potpourri but like never all of it. Like if there's a bar of soap, he like pulls out his knife and like cuts off like 80% of it. So there's still some behind for somebody else. Just want to like inconvenience someone.
Do you eat the dried oranges in the potpourri?
He tries each one for sure. Yeah, if there's oranges, heck yeah. He's like, he does not enhance the flavor of the flowers, but it's okay.
He just invented tiny hotel soap.
Mhm.
Leaving the
Yes, you did.
Patent that.
Yeah.
TM.
when the train stops and they're cleaning the room, they're like, "Wait, this is a great idea."
This is genius.
Now people
We
steal
would
less
waste
of our
so
soap.
much less soap.
And the mythic north was forever changed.
The basin everywhere, we're clean.
No, they're
Almost
upset. This is
60%
progress.
of tonight is just
They weren't
us faffing about.
Oh
You
man.
gotta plan your work your plan.
Exactly.
We're just
What are you
we're in the
talking about?
planning stage. That's what I'm
If
saying.
Omega's off screen, I'm just gonna hop off really quick.
Yep.
Mhm.
I love, yeah. I'm also going to grab briefly a brief beverage, but also I just love that most of this session has just been us fucking around.
Yeah, it's like getting warm and cozy back in the character.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I've gotten her voice quite right yet, Lisbeth's.
Yeah.
Sorry. We're getting
Yeah.
there.
We got time. We got time.
Yeah.
I know, like trying to remember the voice and everything is always such a challenge. I'm like, oh fuck. What was it again?
It's not even that different. It's just like absolutely no inflection and kind of soft, and that's it. That's the voice. But
It's always a challenge to keep it anything that's not normal.
yeah. I went back and I watched clips from like the first 2 episodes today, and I was like, I feel like I've changed her, like the voice I do for her too much already. Like, what am I doing with it? What is it? And we're trying to find a baseline. We're only 3 episodes in, folks.
Yeah. We got time.
Well,
Yeah, it's
hope
fine.
she makes it to a 4th.
Right?
Dark
You and
path.
me both, bud. You and me both.
Yeah.
Oh man.
'Cause
Mhm.
this is deadly, just like
Love it.
Alien. But
Hell
yeah.
Very true. Oh yeah, we
I was-
learned that last
but-
time.
It is. It's like your characters are actors in a season, a TV show, right? They takes them out like a couple seasons to get their character down, right? At least that's what they say, right? At least a season.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, what happens if like what was it, the chapel, like where you need a priest? What happens if your priest dies?
I think you only
Did you
need
still-
it
Just to get it? You still have it?
I think it's just a prerequisite. So as long as you have when you start it, I think you're good.
Right.
Would be my guess, right?
You may just be worse at using it when the priest dies.
Mm.
I don't know what you mean by that question.
It was one of the like things you could add on. It required
Yeah, building discovered facilities.
yeah.
Oh, that
It required either a hired priest or one of your party members was a priest as the prerequisite.
Well, it's resources 5, which I just don't know what that means, but priest in the group.
I believe resources is the amount, like the player with the highest number of resources, like whatever their number is. But I might be reading. I don't know.
So that I would be both those prerequisites.
Yes.
So maybe we should, if we want it, we should get it soon. If I do pass on.
Well, you've done calisthenics, so your heart health is exquisite at the moment.
I'm gonna feel it in the morning.
That's true.
Okay.
It is.
He's gonna wake up and be like,
After
my back.
20 hours, you hear the train start to stop. And you look out the windows and you see a wide Snowden trail going towards the west-north. And
So
you
the bridge
realize
there stopped.
the captain stopped for you.
My kitten is shouting, I will be right back.
I guess this is where we get off.
Yes.
I was kind of hoping it would have been, dug out or something by now, but not expecting it.
it does seem to be our stop.
Gather our things.
All right, sling all of our things together, and last minute, pilfering of random items of the overnight car.
There's a lampshade that looks really tempting.
If it comes off, Jorgen will add it with the 80% of the soap, some potpourri.
Make a good hat.
Yeah, it would make a great hat.
I could very easily see him unscrewing just one chair leg or something.
You never know when it will come in handy.
Exactly.
That's why all those chairs, wherever you go, always rocks back and forth and they're uneven. It's because Jorgen's been there and he's unscrewed the bottom on one.
Exactly.
Careful, Jorgen. We will need them to let us back on the train to get home.
Right. This is true. Pocket my lampshade, please, father.
Did you take a lampshade?
Hands you a lampshade.
You've been gone long enough that Jurgen's taken 5 more things.
What the I leave for a minute tops.
These are all free.
I don't think they're included with the train ride, Jurgen.
Father's gonna try and as we're going out to kind of toss it behind the couch quickly.
Stop.
I think Lisbeth assists in this by kind of doing the ooh, shiny, look,
that
kind of thing, and then just immediately, yeah.
You don't even have to specify what was shiny. You were just
a shiny thing.
Yeah, that's the play. The old 1-2.
As the train peels away, he realizes the lampshade's not there, and it's a dramatic scene where it's no, down on 2 knees.
Okay, so you open the door, you go in the snow. The wind blowing hard. You're oh my god, 20 kilometers of this. And you look at the trail ahead. Epsilon's always the last one. You're coming. Is she gonna crash?
I'm coming. No. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, just picture.
You're so proud.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
See
don't
this?
mind the jingle bells. The hound has been released.
Okay.
Hound.
It's cold, very cold up here because you're up in the mountains now. And what's left of the dirt road soon will be covered.
Well, we have quite the hike ahead of us. We should probably get started.
Yeah.
Hey, this is true.
Yeah.
Jorgen's ears would be so cold.
Just
And you-
tie a scarf around your ears
He like
as we're going.
imagines what a lampshade hat would have been.
Then you walk step by step up the trail that slowly inclines maybe about 20 degrees. And you trek and you trek.
What's the feeling of these woods? I know that's kind of a weird statement, but we're Vaesen hunters. Do these woods feel kind of natural? Are we getting like creepy, ominous vibes off them?
You
Neutral.
you feel the woods are empty. You feel alone, like there is nothing but you. And it kind of gives you a chill at the thought of that. The grandeur of the infinite woods exists all around you.
Okay.
Do we hear any animal noises, animal sounds, birds?
You hear nothing. If there's any birds, they're probably hiding from the winds.
It is winter.
At least the trees are giving us some protection from the wind, if not much.
Yeah.
That's right. Is there anything we should be concerned about in these woods?
I mean, there's danger potentially in any woods, but I can't think of anything in particular. I haven't exactly been here. I wouldn't know anything specific.
Let me see your sheet there.
In big the ritual vibes.
I haven't seen that, but I've...
You would make a
Good. Very good.
since you're a hunter, and for hunting and looking at tracks, you would use vigilance, right? Vigilance. And
Vigilance?
so make a vigilance roll.
Sure, why not?
Survey says.
Oh,
Ooh.
up. 6s and 1s.
Okay. The wind and snow is covering most of the tracks, but you've seen signs of red-tailed deer,
Okay.
moose, snowshoe hares. Other than that,
So we went from not that dangerous. Go ahead.
yeah, but yeah, very faint signs of these animals. With your skill, you notice that they exist in these woods.
Yeah, it seems to be mostly the typical forest animal fare. From the not dangerous at all, will run at the sight of you, to the probably to the dangerous, but really honestly only if you caused it problems. But dear God, don't cause a moose problems.
No sign of any wolves or anything like that yet, then?
You
Not
see
around here,
no
at
wolf
least.
tracks. So.
That's good.
Not here.
That is definitely good.
And honestly, wolves are dogs. You could probably scare them off if you tried hard enough.
Sure.
Animals are stupid.
Yeah, he's fair enough.
I would
Just
argue
the-
that.
Is
Well,
the
yeah, I'm being unnecessarily reductive here. They don't think like a person, basically, and the instinct can take over, and you know, most things have a predator.
has the path stayed relatively clear for us, even though it's like in threat or under threat of kind of being snowed over? Are we still able to kind of get along pretty well so far?
Well, the path is basically becoming snowed in. But the space that it exists helps you navigate it. That with Petra's tracking skills is helping keep you in check.
Petra's got you covered.
Oh my goodness.
We do have the compass if we need it,
That's true.
and an old map.
And an old map.
And I
On
got an old map. The map is in our backpack.
Alright.
Lord Almighty.
As you pass over this one hill, you look and you see a deep valley in the distance. And echoing through all that wind, you hear the howl of wolves.
Oh. Oh, we're just not in their area yet.
Looking at the sky. What time of day is it? Are we near sunset? Is this afternoon? Like
Are they howling at the moon?
Yeah, how weird or normal is it that wolves are howling at the moment?
You left the train very early in the morning, around
Okay.
7 a.m. Now the sun is getting lower in the sky, but still up. You still got a few hours of light, so it's probably like 3.
Okay. All right, so it's not the most unusual thing that they're howling, but it's good to know that we are entering a predator's territory.
Yes, we should be vigilant. We are entering their home.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sign of the village from like where we are yet, other than this path? Like, can we see it in the distance, or
Smoke on the
is it
horizon.
still, are we still hiking into
Yeah.
the unknown?
Do we have a guess on how far we've gone in our 20K?
Well, you're figuring maybe 15 clicks.
Okay, all right.
Like the snow
Quarters.
is covering the trail, but besides for the inclines, going's pretty steady.
Father Ulrich's trying to hide the fact that he's huffing and puffing and running out of steam.
I was gonna say he
Petra's-
already had plenty of exercise for the day,
Yeah.
and now
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah, right.
For his lifetime.
Yeah.
Petra's just like trucking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just keep on keeping on. More cautiously staring into the woods, looking around.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a couple more deeper howls. As you approach, you could tell that there's many wolves in the area.
And Jorgen would like to take a second to look at the trees along the path. Is there any kind of like ritual is there any kind of ritual carvings or anything like that? Like anything that stands out as like kind of like a warning as we approach this village? Talismans, symbols that we don't necessarily understand, maybe to ward off some sort of evil from the village.
No.
Okay.
You see absolutely nothing but cold loneliness.
Okay. Okay.
Whoever didn't develop this area so that a horse could go on it, even just a riding horse, is I need to have a strong word with them.
It's not like we have horses anyway.
This is true. They would have to be some pretty extreme isolationists, wouldn't you think, to be this far away from anything?
There are plenty of villages that are. I mean, the railroads don't go everywhere.
Oh, of course, but it is the fact that we have to go 20 kilometers through an unmaintained wilderness that is where I think I
God
might be
forbid
a
they
bit
need a
ridiculous.
doctor with more expertise.
Yeah.
We may be stepping back in time when we arrive here.
That is incredibly insightful of you to say, Jorgen, and you're very correct.
Jorgen smiles and goes, "Thank you," and then he pulls out one of the dried oranges from the potpourri and snacks on it.
I mean,
Why did I say anything?
really, I have
Literally.
no one for that, but yourself. I mean, certainly, yeah, life in the most rural of villages hasn't caught up to the sort of technology that the people in the city are used to. And, I mean, that's part of a lot of issues that stem from the Vaesen in those areas, at least from what I've read when we've been paging through the library of the society. People are forgetting the old ways. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see compared to that sort of environment how things are happening here.
This is a good point. Maybe they'll have more symbiosis.
Maybe.
Most people of this area have lived here some thousands of years through their resourcefulness.
Anyhow.
Well, you keep walking and you wonder if you should camp the night, but realize there's nowhere really has any real good shelter. So you keep trudging and trudging through the snow. You're climbing up this steep incline just as the wind starts to die down and clear up a little bit. The sun starts peeking through the clouds.
Wow.
And you could see the village down in the valley.
Now I can see it. Yes! That is really pretty. It's like a Bob Ross painting.
And the
It's a very
sun,
nice view.
yeah. Thanks
I can
to
see why they choose to settle here.
yeah. The sun's just at the mountain peak, about to go below it. And you're anxious to get down to the village in time when you hear some scruffling through the trees. You hear like... And in the distance, just as you hear that scruffle, you hear another... And it seems closer than it was before.
Father clutches his walking stick.
My gun is out.
Or I will take out my axe, but fairly. I can't believe I talked in the first person. Jorgen will take out his axe. Does it seem like the wolves are getting closer?
That last howl seemed really close.
Is that not unusual, Petra? Shouldn't the wolves be staying further away the closer we get to civilization?
Probably, especially with all of the noise and everything. And us being kind of in the open.
Jorgen thinks we should hurry.
Petra agrees.
Well, out of the trees, suddenly, a man walks out.
Behold, a man!
And following him, behind him, are two other men. And he trots to you. Ahoy there!
By God, if you were behind us the whole time, you should have said something.
You wouldn't be the members from the society, do you?
That would be us.
Yes, that is us.
I figured you would arrive by now. My timing was right. Well, welcome. I'm Captain Alec. You can call me that. This is Eldon, my first mate, and Ravewood, my second mate. Thank you for taking my offer.
We try to take all requests for aid seriously.
I'm sure you found your travel comfortable. It was at our cost.
Certainly.
Thank you. It was
The
it's
train
very
was
fine
lovely.
accommodations.
It was very nice, great potpourri.
Well, yes, since my letter, there's been another murder.
How long ago?
Well, last night, actually. It seems to happen nightly.
Are there any witnesses to the murders?
No, never any witnesses. Just bloody, gruesome bodies.
Are the bodies in homes, or are they in the streets or the wilderness?
The bodies were found torn to shreds. Nothing left to scavenge.
But, are
In
they
their
behind
homes?
closed? Yeah, in their homes, or are they victims outside, or?
Both.
Oh,
What were the
Was
two other
the-
men's names?
This is Eldon. This is Ravewood.
Raywood?
Rave.
Ravewood.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Thanks.
could put their names. Why is he Eldon? Okay. That's weird.
The
There's
brothers
two
Ogden.
of them.
Twinsies.
There we go.
Thanks.
Yes. Where was this most recent body found?
The recent body was found just outside the town, in the forest, actually. But enough of this. The sun is setting, and we don't want to be out here at night. Let's go back
Yes,
to
we
the
should.
village.
In the way.
That's true. We've been walking literally all day.
I mean, it sounds like inside isn't the safest place either.
But at least it'll be shelter from the elements.
I was going to say, would you rather sleep outside, Lisbeth?
No, I'm just saying. Doesn't seem to make a difference in terms of the danger posed by this whatever's performing the killings.
That's fair.
Danger or no, I need to warm my bones.
Understandable. Alright.
Okay? As you walk, the wind howls again severely through the conifer trees. Far ahead, you see the dim lights of the small village flickering, inviting you toward you. The captain plods ahead of the party and shifts direction towards the lights. As you enter the town, the snow starts to fall thicker again in large, pillowy flakes. A sudden chill runs through you like cold steel. But as quickly as it came, the chill passes. The streets are barren. Not a footprint or carriage track marks the deepening shroud of snow over this silent town. Bringing up the rear of the party, Eldon and Ravewood trudge along, their heads bent to the ground like weary horses, and their breath forming ghosts of moisture in the frigid air. Through the shutters of every house are secured against the night. Here and there, light spills between the shutters' slats, casting prison bar shadows upon the drifting snow. Ahead, a creaking sign bears weathered lettering, Moondale Inn.
I think Lisbeth kind of turns to Captain Alec as we're walking forward and just kind of goes, "Is it always this lively in town?"
The villagers are scared as shit. It's always like ghost town here. Everybody walks around with their heads behind their back, looking around like something's gonna get them. Very sad.
When did these murders begin?
Not sure. Like I said, we just stopped in to get some rest as we're heading off towards the coast. Only been in here about a week.
And they started before you got here?
Well, the townspeople keep saying that they started when we got here. But
Okay.
How many villagers call this town home?
this is a hamlet. There's probably maybe about 400 people here. That's just a rough guess. I don't really know.
Okay.
Hmm. And it's been one every night since you arrived?
Yeah, about that.
And all have any of the victims been your men, or are they all villagers?
Well, let's just get in the inn, warm up. We could talk about this later.
Yes,
You
of
know,
course, of course.
It's kind of cold
Yes,
out
sure.
here.
Very much so.
Sure.
Okay, as you walk up to the front door of the inn, the stairs shake and rusted nails moan beneath the tread of your feet. The doorknob, however, turns silently, and the hinges whisper as the doors open, spilling warm light into the night. You stamp inside and close the door.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
A small fire burns lazily in a large hearth on the right side of the room. The flames cast dancing shadows across the bleak tan walls. To the left, you see a set of stairs that lead up to the second floor. A man, apparently the inn's keeper, sits in an oversized rocking chair, smoking a stale, smelly pipe. Through his tunic blotched by the years of tobacco, you can tell it had once been white. Several tables and chairs stand in the path between you and the innkeeper.
Are the tables and chairs occupied, or
No, it's totally empty,
totally empty? Sorry.
except for you all.
I'll nod at the innkeeper.
Yeah, he nods at you. Caught in a white mauve winter, were we? Come on in, thaw out your eyelashes. I'm Dante Vaesen, and this is Moondale Inn. You're welcome to stay if you got the coin, that is. The captain says, don't worry, Dante. I'll pay for them. It's on me. Very well.
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
It is very much appreciated.
Is there any provisions to be had? We've had a long travel.
Well, it's kind of late for provisions. So I do got some dried jerky. If you want some of that.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That was Epsilon talking. Petra would probably not be that excited.
Food is food.
Very true.
It's appreciated.
Absolutely.
Well, he goes to the kitchen, comes back, and gives you all a piece of beef jerky. Well, tomorrow you can have a nice hot meal. But it's kind of late. I would like to go to bed. You know, I'm an early riser. So I guess Captain will take you to your rooms. They're all
Oh,
ready
certainly.
for you.
Well, don't let us keep you up any longer.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Certainly.
Okay, so the captain says, well, you guys want to share a room or do you want a room by yourself? You could have a room by yourself if you want. It's enough to spare.
After that train ride, I would appreciate a bit of my own space. Some quiet reflection.
I was going to say it might be a good idea for us to at least double up just in case something happened.
The girls and the guys.
Yeah. I mean, if there are rooms with, double beds, but
Or two.
I don't want to
twins.
impose that on anyone. Yeah, that's what
Jorgen.
I was going to suggest it for the girls at least.
I would certainly feel better. I think I won't push the idea onto anyone else, though.
Yes,
We'll be
this is
roommates,
probably
Petra.
the
Petra.
most prudent idea. Father Elric's trying to hide his disappointment, but
I'm sorry.
it's
Damn, okay.
Do as you will, Father. I'm not going to tell you any differently. I just...
No, it was a prudent idea. We should double up.
We don't run your life or anything.
We're all adults here.
Are we?
Jorgen is the most adult
Petra,
here.
not.
Jorgen is very sophisticated.
Petra said so. Perhaps we should retire for the evening and meet at first light, Captain Alec. Unless there is any questions we feel we need this evening answered. Kind of looking around at the group.
They are probably expecting a murder tonight. Is it true?
Was it one every night so far? Is that what the...
Pretty
Have
much.
there ever
maybe we
been any
shouldn't.
witnesses?
Yeah.
Should we be looking for anything specific as per a witness's statement?
No, there wasn't any witnesses.
Listen for the scratching on the window. Oh, okay. Listen for the scratching on the window, and then if you hear the scratching on the window, you're gonna die. I'm sorry.
It's already too late.
Yeah, that's like the directions old map quest where it's like, if you see this, you've gone too far.
Thanks.
There is no turning back.
How many times have you just made me wheeze with laughter?
Captain,
There will be more, and that's the important part.
Yeah. Captain, do you have patrols set in the evenings?
No, I haven't had any patrols set yet, but that's a good idea. But not tonight. We'll talk about that in the morning.
All right. I do think we would all be better served by coming at this with a fresh pair of eyes in the morning. I don't know about the rest of you all, but I'm certainly quite exhausted from our travels.
As am I.
I could probably do another 20k, but if you're all tired, I will retire as well too.
You sure you don't want to do more train calisthenics, Father?
I love that.
We're not all as spry as the Father is, unfortunately. All right, well,
Yeah,
to bed then.
Yes.
If only we could have his enduring stamina.
As soon as he gets to his room, he collapses on the bed.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
About 5 minutes ago was the kitten's zoomies hour. And she decided to do her zoomies under my desk chair.
Perfect. Good location.
And is now
Okay.
just, I think, chilled out, staring intently out the window.
As you ascend the stairs to your rooms, the hallway becomes darker with every step. The candle that Captain how do you say his name? I can't even pronounce his name.
I stumbled over it too.
Alec.
Rapacian.
His name is Alec.
Yeah, Captain
Mhm.
Alex.
Captain Alec.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The candle that Captain Alex holds casts only a dim, flickering light in a dusty hall. He guides you one by one to your rooms and waits with the candle until the light in your room is lit. The rooms are furnished with a single bed and a dresser with a porcelain wash basin. 2 cobwebbed candles hang upon the walls, each holding 2 withered wine-colored candles. An even layer of dust coats everything. You get the impression this inn entertains very few guests. And so each of you are in separate rooms, right?
No,
We're
we're doubled
doing-
up.
Guys
the
and
women the
gals.
men. Okay.
The guys and the gals is a good
Mhm.
way to put it.
All right. Well, I don't know what your thoughts are, Petra, but maybe we should keep that musket of yours handy.
It's just a rifle, but
Oh, rifle. Sorry.
I wish it had a stabby.
Damn. Unfortunate.
I don't feel very stabby usually, so.
Fair.
But yes, of course, if you wanna. I don't know, we take a turn sleeping, or we just.
I mean,
Do we throw caution to the wind?
I think that if something were to happen, not necessarily just to us, but in the town, and I had slept through it, I would be a little bit perturbed.
Pissed?
Pissed is a good word for that, yeah.
So that doesn't answer my question. Do you want to like sleep? Do you want to like take watch or something?
I think sleeping in shifts wouldn't be bad, if you're alright with that.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm adaptable. Oh, I'm nothing if not adaptable.
I'm just worried that we'll miss something, and then come daylight, there won't be. I don't know.
A body to
Mhm.
examine.
I mean, there remains from what they say, but I just feel like any sign of this thing could give us an edge.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
You look out the window and the snow is coming down hard now.
Well, at least take comfort in the fact that both of us will be blind as fuck to what's outside.
The snow doesn't exactly help, does it?
No, not really, not in the slightest.
No.
Unless something really hates the blustery part of the cold.
Yeah.
but somehow I highly doubt it.
Mhm. We should ask in the morning how the weather's been. If
So,
it's been like this every night.
one of you is gonna sleep. One of you is gonna take a watch in that red chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's doing what?
Unless I'll take first watch since it was my suggestion, unless Petra wants. Otherwise, I mean, whatever shift you
Okay.
want, I'll take the other one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can go first. Why not? What could go wrong?
Famous last words.
I said that on purpose. It's
Mhm.
like anti-jinxing myself.
Sure.
Reverse psychology, the luck.
Totally.
Okay. Father and Jorgen, what are you doing in your room?
Father's like instantly hit the bed.
Is there two beds or is just one?
One big double, so you could
Love
sleep
it.
side by side if you wish.
Yup.
And Father's doing the starfish.
So you're both just passing out, right?
Oh yeah. Jorgen,
You don't
You gotta push him over.
yeah, no, I think Jorgen pulls like the dog move when you starfish, and he like grabs a pillow and like a nearby like blanket, and then curls up between your legs the other direction. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think
we're probably
both-
not standing guard.
Yeah,
It sounds
yeah,
like
you don't
No,
care.
not at all.
You're not worried about danger.
No.
I'm too tired to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're both tired, and at this point, it's pick to victim.
Okay. You guys just instantly pass to sleep. You just
Oh, yeah.
knock right out into
Show's still on.
20 kilometers hiked in the day. Yep, right to bed.
Petra is a little tense and stressed, and takes her a little bit to fall asleep as she stares out this foreign surrounding. She's afraid to sleep, but eventually the sleepiness takes hold of her and she passes out. Lisbeth in the chair looking around, trying to fight the power, the hold of the sleep. And she hears the occasional creak in that. But other than that, everything is silent. You could hear a loud snoring coming from the next room. Sort of has like Jorgen's kind of tint to it. And
I was just
He's a very nasal snorer, I feel like.
we need to
Definitely
get him a
has like sleep
CPAP.
apnea. Yeah.
Travel CPAP, please.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bellows air into his nose with the fireplace things.
Bellows. Yeah.
The freaking like accordion.
Those are called bellows.
I figured. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think Lisbeth just kind of makes like a little clinical note in her head. Like, you know, maybe that's something to deal with at some point.
Really fucking loud.
Yeah.
Is it
Could be some
central
sort of-
or?
Yeah.
And you're trying to keep your eyes awake. You're like, and then you're slowly, then you hear this horrid scream
Okay.
that wakes you up. And you hear it again.
Yeah, she fucking she gets up and like shakes Petra and like grabs her crossbow and like runs and wakes up the other two, the men in their room.
I think
You
Petra's
go in the other
already,
room
like,
and they didn't even hear anything. They're out like a light.
Done.
Yeah, she like genuinely like shakes the bed, like kicks one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're,
Yeah, you
we're
see-
like in a reverse starfish position at this point. We're
Oh,
like
okay.
legs over legs.
Mm-hmm. Just a little overlap there.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm,
Maximize the
Yeah.
space.
yeah. Mhm.
I feel like I feel like Petra's already probably like 80% awake by the time you're at her. It's just getting up the rest of the way and getting the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Father pops up, but it's like he stands up before he's actually awake. So he stands and he's kind of wobbling and bleary-eyed. Whoa. What's up?
There's something. Get up. I heard something outside. They're screaming. And I think she just like runs out of the room. Has her like medical bag under one arm and the crossbow in the other.
I got the light. I shove the light in somebody's hand because I need 2 hands to hold a gun.
Yeah, Jorgen is like bleary-eyed and half asleep and has the axe in one hand and just is like, and Jorgen's axe.
You
Yes.
So after you
Father will take the lantern, throw on his jacket, and grab his lantern and the walking stick.
When you get into the hallway, you see Eldon and Ravewood join you. Did you hear that? Seems to come from across the street, Ravewood says.
The scream, yes. And Lisbeth's just like she's walking, but only barely.
Yeah. Petra doesn't bother speaking.
Did it wake you up? I think she turns to the...
Damn right, it woke me up. I've been in this town a week, and I can't sleep that well.
Yeah, the looming threat of murder will do that to you. Anyway.
Okay, you guys are chatting as you're running down the stairs.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're moving.
Yeah.
We are on the move.
Waking quickly.
And
The psychological implications on your sleep cycle.
you open the doors and you look out in the street. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, so you look out in the streets and Petra, give me vigilance roll.
Vigilant. I'm so good at this.
You got one?
Yeah. I'll take one.
Nice.
Okay, with your hunting skill, as soon as you look out the door, you discover tracks of a man's bare feet leading from the inn to the house where the scream arises across the street. You follow, and with every step, the impression of the heel grows smaller until it disappears. The print of the ball shrinks to a small triangle, and the toes seem to sprout sharp claws. Soon, the tracks perfectly resemble those of a wolf.
Do we have werewolves in this fucking town?
Yeah, we do.
It's called Moondale. I don't know what you expected.
Be right back.
Okay.
My kitten is singing the song of her people.
Yeah,
Naturally.
we're gonna deal with werewolves.
Does anybody have any silver bullets?
Not specifically. I'm sure we could repurpose some cutlery somehow.
Yeah.
Or a mirror.
Yeah. Mirrors were made of
I
silver.
feel like Jurgen has silver things on him.
Yeah, probably
shiny.
people's fillings.
Mhm.
Oh, I was
It
thinking
was
like
really funny because I was
forks.
Yeah, I was gonna make a comment when we were on the train and talking about like chair legs, about like, oh, we might need a wooden stake at some point for something. So,
This is true.
Uh-huh.
People Maple has now picked up her little mouse toy in her mouth and is walking around with it very proudly.
Ugh, very nice.
I am glad she's only ever going to be an indoor kitten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I think she would probably have to do a lot with the reduction of the bird and small rodent population otherwise. Considering how relentless she is when fighting her brother.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got fucking werewolves, guys.
Oh yeah.
You don't know that.
No,
I
we don't.
mean-
Is there-
Be a
is-
wolf man.
Is there werewolves in the Vaesen handbook?
I don't know. We purposely don't
Yeah.
look that
I don't-
way.
Yeah, you
No.
can
Yeah,
look
we
at
were
the
told
Vaesen
not to
part.
read those sections.
I feel
Yeah,
like
good.
there's probably
They should have a separate
something.
book for that.
Yeah.
There's
I
one
feel
of the
like there's
GM
something
secrets
probably
in there.
werewolf adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be wild if it wasn't.
Right?
What a,
I mean-
what
Yeah.
a twist it will be.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
basically just
It was
like
a blob
more-
monster.
It's just Scandinavian yokai. I feel like there's got to be something like that out there.
For sure.
Lisbeth, as we're walking, is going to ask the two Ravewood and Eldon, when was the last time you all saw Captain Alec? Before bed?
Yes.
Beef
I don't
before
remember
bed?
this.
Yes.
Okay. Does he tend to be a heavy sleeper? Do you think he'd sleep through something like this?
No. He would not sleep through anything like this.
Okay.
Would it cause anything like this? I'm not going to say that out loud, but I'm going to mutter it to Lisbeth.
Lisbeth kind of smiles and hides it behind a cough. Well, no, I presume we're still following the tracks as this is going on. So
Yeah, it goes
Hell
to a
yeah.
house
Mhm.
right across the street.
Okay. Okay.
Is the door busted open to the house or anything? Does it look relatively untouched?
The door looks like it's not open, but
Mm-hmm.
looks like it's not closed either. So it's not locked shut.
Okay. I think Lisbeth's going to like very quietly just kind of give it a little nudge open. Mhm.
dear.
Okay. The door to the house swings easily open. And in the shadowy room within, you find a woman. She's racked with tears and gibbering incoherently. Your attempts to calm her seems to make her more hysterical.
I think Lisbeth like kind of immediately hops into like doctor mode and is checking her for any like physical injuries. Yeah.
Yeah,
Checks
father
her
would be
pulse.
right in there.
Mhm.
Okay, give
You're,
me-
you're safe now. This is okay.
Give me a medical roll, Lisbeth.
Medical roll. I can do that.
You got it.
Yay. I didn't have my character sheet. Okay.
No, I think it would be. Hold on.
No?
Would it be observation?
If that's the route you want to go. She was leaning less like emotional state and more like, is there anything physically wrong with this woman right now?
Yeah, you're doing emotional, so that would be observation, right?
Oh, I was kind of being like trying to check in on our emotional state, where I think
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lisbeth was just like looking for injuries.
Injuries, yeah.
Is she harmed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, roll the magical for injuries.
Okay. Hey.
She's got a scratch on her left arm. Other
Okay.
than that, there's nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
Take a deep breath. You're okay now. We're here. What
She's-
happened to you?
No. Bruno.
Who's Bruno? Is he here?
A psychology roll. What would that be? Manipulation? Observation?
That'd be observation, I think.
To find out.
Like, yeah, I'd call that one.
Who's got good observation? Priest?
That'd be me.
Okay.
I feel terrible for thinking we don't talk about Bruno.
No.
Oh, you got a
I
shitload of
hate-
dice. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's how many dices was that?
8.
Enough.
Oh, that's
No.
that is a many.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could tell she's totally arranged. She keeps calling out for Bruno. Seems like it's her husband.
Mm.
Yeah, I kind of just look around to try and find this Bruno.
She's like,
Must be close.
she leads you to another room. And you follow, I presume?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You walk into the pantry. You see a brutally mutilated corpse is lying upon the floor of the pantry.
Mhm.
Upon seeing the mangled form, you see she bursts into tears again, starts crying. The
I'll walk
corpse,
her back out.
the corpse looks as though a wild beast ravaged it. Shreds of clothing trail across the floor from front to door where the remains now lie. Only after this latest spasm of grief does the woman settle down and speak. My husband and I, we were locking the house for the night. I went to the front door. The porch lamp was lit. Went to put it out, opened the door. There was a man. Dark robe over him. Couldn't see his face. Just eyes staring at me. Walking straight for me. But not a man. A wolf. I saw him change. Saw the robe fall away. He was hideous. She starts crying again.
I think Lisbeth kind of finishes bandaging her arm and like cleaning the wound as best she can and just kind of, all right, breathe with me in and out. You're going to be okay. All right. Tell my friends here if there's anything else you can remember. And I think she's gonna go and look at the body.
Yeah, Father will sit with her at the table if you guys want to nod to go check out the room.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to see if there's like tracks of the blood leading away.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a good idea.
The two other guys are still with us, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I believe so.
I'll move them there.
Eldon and Ravewood.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should go get Captain Alec.
And-
Does anyone want to go with them?
And through the door, the captain walks in,
No.
just as you're speaking
Oh.
his name.
Speak of the devil.
He's like, oh my god. I tried chasing him down. He got away. The bastard. We'll get him next time.
Does anyone want to vibe check that? I would.
How do
like
we
to
vibe check this man? I
Yeah.
don't believe a goddamn word.
Why don't you trust him?
This
I don't
feels-
trust anybody in this fucking game.
as an experienced liar,
As
You're-
as someone who has zero tolerance for bullshit.
Jorgen does not recall seeing footsteps running away from this place.
Captain, which way did it go?
Yes.
Maybe Petra is a very talented tracker. Maybe she could track.
Well, he went out the back door. As soon as she screamed, I ran right here. And I seen the body. Immediately, I went out the back door that was open, followed the tracks. But the snow was coming down so hard. I soon lost them. They went out into the woods. And then I lost them, so I came back.
Yeah, I'd love to make like an observation roll about this.
Yeah, can we vibe check this man?
Yeah. I would love to, yeah. Like I said, as an experienced liar, see if I believe him.
You got 3 dice to get 2 6s.
Holy mother of luck.
Yeah.
Jesus
goodness.
Christ. Petra has zero tolerance for bullshit.
Okay, so you realize that the captain's a hard man to read. It looks like to you that he's not entirely telling the truth. But it could just be his cold, hardened ways that is being deceptive.
Does the story line up?
Storyline's up, yeah. As much as you can tell. You do see the back door open, and there's a scuffle of tracks in the beginning, but then they quickly disappear because by now the snow's covered them.
Did they turn back into human tracks?
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 1 set of tracks or 2.
Yeah.
No, they're gone. When you check, you see tracks just outside the door over the overhang. Like the wolf
And then beyond
tracks.
that.
And then you see the captain's tracks mixed in with it as he's coming back and going.
What?
Okay.
Jorgen ponders, why has this wolf beast left the wife be? Did she not open the door and it ran past her? Did Jorgen understand that correctly?
I figured it broke in.
The
She
woman
did
pipes
not
up.
scratch.
The beast. He forced the door open before I could close and lock it. My husband heard the commotion and rushed into the room with his sword drawn. The beast, in its fury, trampled me and caught my husband in the throat with its gnarly teeth, dragging him across the floor to here. I hid behind the stairs until I heard the beast breathing and chewing no more. Then I found the courage to scream.
Where's the fucking sword? I'm not saying it like that, but like
Yeah.
the sword could be a solid weapon.
It did him no good.
Very true.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he's dead.
Yeah, I guess you find a sword. Anybody want it? You can have it. There's a sword on the floor.
Oh,
I will be right
I
back.
mean,
must
swords
reach
are
my
pretty
2010.
useful.
Yeah.
Go for
Plus
it. Take
2 bonus damage of 2.
it.
I mean, I'm close combat is not my
Yeah, it's good to
my
have.
thing.
Good to have.
My
to
Father
strap
probably
on.
won't take it.
Okay.
Would
cool.
not?
No.
Mm-hmm.
This is.
Okay.
Just
Mm.
to refresh my memory, the 3 military men, the 3 militia, they're staying at the same inn as us, correct?
Yeah,
They don't have
yeah.
separate lodgings? Okay.
Yeah.
They are,
And
and
the
then
captain was
so,
already gone.
yes, supposedly he was out the door before we got down there. But also the only notable tracks
Yeah.
when we got outside was the one set leading from the inn to the house, turning him into a wolf.
Right.
I'm going to be doing a little autopsy work on the body while the rest of this is going on, with my fancy doodads and
Yeah.
chemical equipment.
So
Nice.
they give you a plus to your roll.
Yeah.
Okay, chemicals +1.
It just says determine cause of death with investigation. They give a +1 bonus to that scenario, it seems. So.
Okay. Roll it up.
All right, I'm going to add a little bonus and do a roll about it. Oh wow!
Oofa doof.
A lot of dice, and none of them are 6s. I
But-
mean,
You can tell some obvious signs that the claw and bite marks, are several inches deep. The beast that attacked this man is very strong, lethal.
I am going to. Jorgen says, "Excuse me." Jorgen would like to pull out his crystal ball, which allows him to use observation to search for clues, and look around the room to see really just anything else that stands out about this attack, beyond the body. I mean, we have the widow's testimony, but she was hidden under the stairs, so I'm looking for any other signs of struggle, any marks of blood, maybe patches of fur or whatever that's fallen out.
Yeah, give me investigation.
So I'm actually going to use my crystal ball, which allows me to use observation instead.
Okay.
And gives me a 1+1 bonus. Observation bonus. 1 success.
Okay. You do find many scruffs of long gray hair.
Okay. So yeah, Jorgen has this crystal ball out, and he's swirling his fingers over it, and you can tell there's some sort of predetermined mixture in there to give it kind of a swirly, cloudy effect. But for some reason, it helps him focus. And maybe stuck in the frame of the back door, he plucks out a handful of this, or tuft of this. You said long gray fur.
Yeah, about 4 inches long.
And makes a note. And actually, Jorgen looks to Petra and he goes, Petra, Does this look like wolf fur to you?
Does it look like wolf fur to me?
Yes, I presume you've hunted a wolf or two in your day.
I am asking the
Oh.
the dungeon master.
It looks like wolf fur, but like twice as long than normal.
It's a really overgrown wolf, like way more than should exist. Like most wolf hair isn't this long. I mean,
Right.
it's like a wolf crossed with a poodle.
Okay.
Not really. That would make it curly. That was a terrible analogy.
Jorgen will pocket said wolf fur for later comparison.
Anything everybody else wants to do?
I'm in the other room with what's her name?
Her name?
The lady,
Elaine.
Elaine. And the other three guys are still there.
Yeah.
Right. He just continues to kind of console her.
And she cries. Elizabeth?
Do we think that there's any point in trying to go out into the snow in the woods? I mean, there aren't really tracks anymore, but
The captain,
is there?
he says, I checked. There's no point. It's gone. It's wasted
This
time.
is where we needed the dog.
It's dark now
Yeah.
anyways, so I suggest we regroup for the night. Eldon, how about you take the woman's husband, bring it out in the snow so it could freeze and
Oh my god.
not rot the house. And I want you to guard Elaine for the night. Aye, Captain. I'll make sure she's protected. And you all suggest we get back to the inn and get a good night's sleep. And tomorrow, I guess we have some, we'll drop some new plans. Father, I kind of like your idea of patrols. Maybe we'll try that tomorrow. But I guess we're done here for the night. All done. You make sure she's protected. I will, Captain. Don't worry. I'll stay up all night, guarding her. All right, then. Let's go back to the inn, everybody. Everything's done here. With that, one session for the night. Okay?
Woo!
Right.
Right.
Ooh.
Damn,
Yeah.
okay. I apologize for exclaiming partway through. My cat tried to climb me, realized it wasn't going to work, failed about halfway, and then ran away.
Perfect.
Oh, Maple. What a cute.
It's Zoomies hour, so I have to make sure that, like, they're not so crazy that they decide to pee on my floor or something, because they're still babies.
Fair.
So you guys
Well,
think it's a werewolf, eh?
Werewolf
I
adjacent.
mean, something that can
wolf
turn from a
where?
man into a wolf.
Feels very in that category, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely
Makes no difference.
definitely the captain.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know about definitely, but it is remarkably suspicious. I mean,
yeah.
It's
See,
stupidly
the only
obvious.
thing-
I don't like it.
the
Okay.
only thing that doesn't line up is why did he contact us to come here?
Exactly.
If he just wants to
Yeah.
mow
Right.
down on the town.
yeah,
I mean, he might not know it's him, you know?
that is a possibility.
That's
He could
a
be like
concept.
sleepwalker.
Yeah, but it's usually the obvious isn't the one, right?
Right.
That's why I was
That could
thinking. I'm
be-
like,
Yeah, it could be a red herring. I don't
It could be
necessarily
this
want
old
us
lady.
to
old lady, this random
labor
lady.
under the assumption and then
Right.
miss other stuff.
Yeah.
But like it was, I mean, the only other person who would have been going from the inn to the house would have been like, I don't know, the innkeeper.
Yeah.
Like we're the only people, you know.
Well,
Oh yeah, maybe it is the innkeeper
could be the innkeeper. I mean, the other
or the
thing
lady. I don't know what
it's
the lady was
snowing
doing.
so heavily, it could have been somebody that walked to the inn, maybe
That's
contemplated attacking the inn.
Or, like couldn't get in
And
and
then-
then saw the door behind them was like open. Yeah.
Right. So
I had that thought too.
Plus, you
Yeah.
got Eldon and Ravewood too. They're at
True.
the end too, right?
I think
Yeah, but
I think
they were-
our
Yeah.
captain's having an affair with somebody.
Yeah.
And that's why he got there so quickly. Honestly, I think he's out.
Oh
in the,
my god,
I think he's out having
sleeping
an
with
affair.
the lady.
in
He's
the
sleeping with the
village.
woman, and
Yeah.
the husband
Mhm.
found out. So like he sick
Oh,
the
yeah,
werewolf
that
on the
would be.
husband. And then the
What
lady
a
was like,
twist.
"Whoa, man! Like this affair was fun, but I didn't want my husband dead."
I think at this point in the discussion, I'm gonna remind everyone of Occam's razor.
Yeah, that's true.
It's getting a little. The
Oh.
speculation's getting a little out there.
I just thought.
I mean, I'm going crazy on purpose.
We didn't see like a cloak in the snow or anything on our way over, did we? 'Cause she said it was a cloaked
See.
figure that
Yeah.
changed into a wolf, and then the wolf attacked. I presumed the wolf wasn't cloaked while it was like tearing her husband
You
apart.
you guys are very observant. It's very yeah, you're very good. But no, you didn't see no cloak.
Interesting.
I was gonna say, I feel like our step tomorrow might be to like ransack everybody's stuff and see if we can
He
find
ate
a
the
cloak,
cloak.
matching the
Yeah.
description.
I want
You
to.
know? I mean, hey, we still have that lockpick set from last time. We should
Yeah.
just break into people's rooms.
That's true. I
That's all
want
I'm
to speak
saying.
to.
Athena, your solution cannot just be casual breaking and entering.
Not casual,
Hey, if-
Is
directed.
it
Not
burglary
casual,
when you
yeah.
break in?
If the military contracted us, we definitely have a search warrant, and it's not D&D.
Okay, but is it burglary if you just break in?
I
It'll
think if you
be.
make something.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
it'll be burglary if Jorgen goes in.
And
It
then
will become
If
burglary.
anyone else does, then
It'll be
it won't
investigation. If it's,
No,
if it's
that's
Jorgen,
just
it'll be
seizing
burglary.
assets for the investigation. That's not
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
burglary either. This is state sanctioned, baby.
What is burglary? No, what I'm asking is burglary versus robbery.
Robbery is just if it's like out on the. Don't quote me on this. Robbery is just if you're like wherever. Burglary
Like-
is, yeah.
Breaking in.
Yeah, burglary specifically involves entering like a building or a home. Robbery is just like you take someone's property, like from them.
See, Epsilon, you
necessarily
almost
just on the street.
missed this. I don't know. You like werewolves? If this is it, Epsilon, do you like rare werewolf stories?
Do I like werewolf stories? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have like a particular like vested interest in them, but I do know a lot of. I've played a lot of D&D. I mean, werewolves are fun. Honestly, I just like seeing different takes of
werewolf. Like
I've
the,
played
like, game.
one game of werewolf. No, it was
Really?
Secret Hitler.
Okay, I knew you had like specific secret Hitler times, but yeah.
I've played werewolf like once at a con, but not. Honestly, I just like seeing like werewolves and vampires are very classic, like
Yeah, classic horror is fun.
mythological
Gothic.
horror beings, and it's very interesting to see different people taking
Very true.
different aspects
Mhm.
of what makes a werewolf or what makes a vampire, and it kind of shifts and changes over time from story to story. Like Dracula and Edward Cullen are two vastly different kinds of vampires.
I feel like
I'm gonna
there's
give
a
you. Go ahead,
Sorry.
Coyote.
I was just going to say, I really like werewolves, I feel like they can do more with the genre. I'd love to see like
Yeah.
a werewolf movie that really kind of breaks out of the.
Yeah, well, I was
The
going to bring up
werewolf tropes.
especially like cultural differences in kind of how stuff like that is seen. There is a fantastic movie a couple years back called Wolf Walkers that was like a very kind of Celtic take, I believe. But it's by the same studio that did like Secret of Kells and what's the other one? There was another one that had to do with like that kind of Song of the Sea. That is also very like they're all very Celtic mythology kind of rooted, and the animation style is like super unique and super interesting.
Oh, it's cool looking.
But yeah,
Very
so.
cool. Just a note, whatever the guy is on the Vaesen cover here, kind of fits our description too. I don't know what that is, but
I forget what that guy is.
he's got like some
very
vaguely like he's wearing his little cloak, he's got claws, he's got kind of like massive canines.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know if any of you guys have heard of or played The Quarry.
Yes. I
But, like,
love
that-
series.
I don't know a damn thing about it except it was a little bit yikes in like quality, but also I did kind of like its take on werewolves. Where it's like it's not just
yeah.
a wolf, it's a fucking demon.
Yeah,
But it's the
so-
same principle.
Yeah, all of those games are kind of like that, but I personally I think it's because they lean purposely into like the camp of like the 80s horror. So that kind of like, oh man factor is like it's built in. But yeah, the Quarry is pretty fun. It's a fun story. I agree. The werewolves in the Quarry are pretty cool. Spoiler alert.
But I
Werewolves.
thought Vaesen is a good horror system. And
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it so far.
so
Yeah.
I think you could even adapt it, like if you wanted to. Like the way I keep hearing Vaesen describes it makes me think of yokai.
Mm-hmm.
this,
It's a different mythology, right?
Yeah.
like I had this idea
like-
a long time
it's
ago.
Japanese.
Actually, a couple years ago, when Vaesen first came out, this is actually a Ravenloft module for D&D, old D&D. Like back,
Cool.
this is like 30 years old module.
Mhm.
And
Oh god.
the
It's
one,
older than me.
the one I want to put you guys through is a Ravenloft, but it would take like probably like 5 to 7 sessions.
Right.
Really good one. But this one is just a one shot, but it's Ravenloft.
Nice.
And
Nice. Nice.
Vaesen is perfect for Ravenloft. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Gothic-
absolutely.
Gothic horror. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just twist things into a Nordic fashion, and there you go.
Yeah. There's a lot of
One Ravenloft
one-shots.
thing that I know well is Strahd.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
of course, Strahd, yeah. But there's a
Do they
lot
have
of
any-
one shots. There's tons of modules for Ravenloft.
Yeah. Popular setting back in 3.5, I guess.
Do they know if they have any plans to release a North American setting for this?
I don't know. But is there? They tend to do where there's like lots of lore, like ancient lore. Probably not, because there's not much, unless they do the
Old
Indian,
Japan
the Indians.
Oh, there's
They got like
Native
Sasquatch and
American.
stuff like that, right?
that
Cryptid.
podcast, Old Gods of Appalachia, would have been
Yeah.
perfect for this game.
Appalachia would be
They-
so
they're-
good.
I think they said they were gonna make a TRPG.
They did.
actually
Well, they are.
did.
They're,
Yeah.
but it's going to be a cipher system game.
Mm.
Money Cook games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could easily adapt this to fit like an like an old American setting pretty
Yeah.
easily. Just
You
kind
can
of
do
spin
anything
stuff.
with this.
I was thinking that, like,
Yeah,
if you're setting like in Appalachia where there's all these like the trains going through, instead of having a mansion, have a train that you like add cars to.
That would be really
that'd be really fun to like build your, instead of your base, you build the train.
That's
Yeah.
very Assassin's Creed Syndicate had like the train like headquarters kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's going back a little bit now, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
You would have to like go in to return a quest and you'd be like, all right, well, pull out my city map. Where's the train? You know?
That was fun.
We ages ago I played in a D&D like mini campaign thing where it was set in like old Japan and it was like dealing with yokai problems. But like some of the yokai are friendly and you could talk to them and they will help you and stuff like that. I think that something like this could super work with that
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
put a different
great.
spin on it.
Yeah.
I do think like the whole Appalachia kind of vibe does very fit from a perspective of like themes of like tradition and like folklore and everything versus this whole like industrialization, like progress kind of narrative
Yeah.
that it seems to lean into in terms of exposition and setting.
Yeah, and the normal means are not the way to conquer these problems. It's rights and
Mhm.
yeah.
It's a
I can
Wild
agree.
West.
And they do have a werewolf in the Vaesen book, so it's perfect. I don't have to make the creature up.
You're saying it is a werewolf?
Yeah, well, you guys kind of figured that out, right?
A little bit.
But
But that's awesome. But yeah, this would port well to Appalachia or Appalachia. It would be
Yeah.
very
Siberia.
very good.
and maybe Epsilon. It's not for me because I like the D6 year zero system, but Free League came out today with Lord of the Rings 5e. So if you like
Whack.
fantasy, you like Lord of the Rings, you like
That's
the
5e.
5e system, then yeah, it just came out today by Free League.
They did that with
I'm not a
Simbarum
huge-
too, didn't they?
Mhm.
What?
Simbarum. It's another Free League game that they came out with. There's like a
They did 5e,
5e
for that,
version.
yeah. But their original version for that is D20, but it's totally different system.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really want to try that sometime.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm a
cool.
big fan of these dice pool systems, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to.
Every roll you make, you're just picking up a handful of dice.
It
I'm kind of about
makes me
that.
feel like I'm playing.
You
Orcs
feel
before
powerful.
we take it.
Yeah, want to get everybody on the Free League bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I
That's all
actually
we
just speaking of Year Zero, I just bought Mutant Year Zero like books. Because I'm all about these Free League games. They're crushing it.
I would love you, the
Honestly,
GM.
I wanna.
I very well might have to start reading them, but
Yeah,
they look pretty fun.
I'm still super excited to see what Mothership comes up with as they push out 1E.
Yeah, I'm
that's
waiting
great.
for that.
Did that still hasn't come out yet?
yeah. No, they're delaying, but
Mm.
waiting for that. Then we'll do Pound of Flesh.
Ooh.
Pound of Flesh is gonna be so good. You have no idea how excited I am for that freaking module. Athena's heard me scream about this for fucking forever. How much I love that module.
Years.
I've literally owned it for years. I've tried to run bits and pieces of it, but then grad school happened, so
Fair.
Life.
Life.
It's getting hot. Summer now. Can't wear a coat now until the air conditioner goes.
it was literally like 80 degrees earlier today down here.
And we got about 70.
I'm in a button up, short sleeves.
Yeah.
So, how'd you like that setting? Or
Oh, this is lovely.
Adventure.
Oh yeah.
Fun so far. I like the
I'm
setup.
very excited.
Yeah,
Okay.
very excited. Glad we got to get in. We had like that nice warm up of like picking out all our stuff and everything to kind of mentally get into character and everything in the train ride. I think we did that advancement much better than our first one.
Agreed.
It felt more natural that time after you gave us kind of a refresher on how that was supposed to go.
That's kind of hard. I'm looking as a player. That's kind of hard to figure something out for that.
I feel like once we do it like one more time, it'll start to make more sense. Like I like the idea of them like just being like kind of like play some jazz and like figure out advantages, but like until you've done that a few times, it is like a weird thing just to do.
Yeah.
And the examples are terrible. I'm sorry, but the
examples
examples
are
in the book are god awful.
Yeah.
They're not helpful.
We didn't use our library this time. I wonder if there was.
Not
true.
Yeah.
We left our
research.
butler
Yeah.
can read for us.
You didn't do no investigation rolls.
Nope,
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
should
think
do-
about
we
it
should-
ahead of time.
Well, I mean, what were we supposed to do? What happens when people get murdered? We had like zero information.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Couldn't find
I'm gonna look up the area.
Yeah, I think that's all we could do
That's
is
the
really
only
look up
thing
like
we
the
could
regional folklore.
Yeah.
Is there any rumors of Captain Al?
Yeah, I guess I could have made something out for that, but yeah.
They're very
He's
cool
an
folklore.
upstanding citizen, I'm sure.
Totally.
Clean
Nothing
record.
weird going on there.
Go.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Flash
Well-
some raw meat and see what he does.
Blow a dog whistle.
You got right.
Dog
that-
whistle!
Oh, that's how we solve this. We just go around town blowing dog whistles.
We go get a
I'm
cat.
sorry, but flash some raw meat is like the. What are you coming from?
What?
I
Oh
like-
shit!
I like, you know what's funny?
Damn it, Nina!
You say these things and don't even like.
I know,
I
like,
haven't done that
No.
in ages.
I know. It catches me off guard now. I'm not used to living with you. It's been a while.
when Jorgen said I picked the orange out of the pot and eat it. That was so
I
funny.
suggested that.
Thank you. You
I
did.
suggest-
Oh,
Had to save it for later.
oh yeah, a little snack for the road trip, you
A
know?
little snack. I mean, who's not been tempted at any point in their life?
Hey, dried
Like,
orange is
if we were-
delicious. Maybe not once it's perfumed,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I think at a certain point you get a good coating of you
Mhm.
know,
oils of every
Oils.
variety.
yeah, musk,
Yeah.
sandalwood.
Chemicals.
Just goes straight to his brain.
Oh yeah.
Just really protecting that blood-brain barrier. Just coating it with everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works. Science, after all.
Totally.
I
Can
didn't
confirm.
do that kind of science enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but good stuff. Very fun. Very
Mhm.
excited for our next one.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Thank you
and
for running.
yeah,
Mega,
so
as-
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
yeah, thanks everybody for playing. You know,
Yay!
we're gonna try. Can we do next Tuesday? Everybody
should be good. For
Yeah.
me.
finish it off.
Likely.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then after that, it's gonna be Walking Dead and Alien. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yes! I'm excited for more Alien. It's been so long since I've played Alien.
I'm gonna have to do 2 different days. Like if
Yeah.
you guys want to
Yeah.
play both, need another day from you. Is Sunday good for you guys? I don't know. We have to
Possibly.
figure-
Depends. Yeah.
We
Okay.
can do some chatting.
Chat on the Discord to figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. If you
The
want to play
crew.
both of them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody.
All right.
Thanks for coming out. Have a good night. We'll be back next week to finish this off. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh god, my hand's getting eaten by my back.